All right, what up, YouTube? Okay, Mikey Garcia, Vasily Lomachenko, and I've made a couple of videos like talking about these two guys. Actually, I kind of broke it down not too long ago, but there's some new information out there, new news, and right now I'm trying to figure out after the Indongo Ricky Burns fight, like I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna get next. Okay, and one thing I will point out, I like how. Like the newer generation of guys, and it really is like the best fighting the best. I like that. You got like, look at, for example, like Earl Spence, going right to the Kell Brook fight, things like that. I like that. I don't like, and it's kind of funny, the only promoter, and actually the promoter that kind of coined that phrase, Oscar De La Hoya, it's like they're the only ones who are not fighting the best. You know what I mean? Even through Oscar De La Hoya's career, he constantly said, I want to fight the best and blah, 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 blah. But now, that he's in a position to do that as a promoter, he's like the only one out there that's not doing it. Look at Main Event. You got Kovalev Ward. There's so many examples right now. Mikey Garcia wanting the Loma fight. It's like these guys, they don't want to play around and pad their record, and really, if you think about it, I think Loma's really started something new right now with the 8-1. If you look at his resume, yeah, there's not a lot of fights on there, but look at the competition, and then you go back and look at any other boxer at their first 8 fights, even like a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, anyone, and these are just like unknown guys, so I like that we're getting, that there's kind of a shift in the level of competition. So, all right, let me get to this picture real quick, and I don't know if you can, if you notice, but I'm on a different device. I try to bring the channel different looks. I do a lot of videos from my phone. I do a lot from my tablet, my laptop, my computer, whatever. Sometimes I'll just hit record on my cell phone and start talking, like, just like you're making a video, and then I upload it. Here's Garcia right here doing a meet and greet, getting back into things. And I try to, when I make these videos, I don't really know who I'm talking to out there. I don't know if I'm talking to like hardcore boxing guys that already know all this shit, or I don't know if, it's kind of like the newer guys. So I try to kind of explain everything, quickly, because I don't want to make the video too long. But Mikey Garcia, formerly with Top Rank, had a two-year layoff. Now he is a free agent. He's an independent, which, I commend him for that, because I think he should stay a free agent, because he's doing just fine getting, he'll get big fights on his own. He doesn't really need a promoter. So I kind of like that. It's a smart move. It's pretty much what Mayweather did, basically. But look, right after the Loma fight, he puts out this picture here. Let me see if I can click on it. There we go. And pretty simple, right? Bring it on. And, basically he's sending that like directly to Loma. Now, Loma right now, super featherweight, 130 pounds, and Garcia is a lightweight at 135. So, look, and here's the thing. I want Loma to move up, because to me, the closer he gets to that glamour division, that light welter division, that 140, 147 division, I like that, because we all know that is, the glamour division. That's what I call it. It really is. You have more stars in that division than any other division in boxing. Okay, so I think the closer that he gets to that, the better for Loma, and the better for us, the better for the reporters, the better for the fight fans and everyone. So look, right before the Jason Sosa fight, which by the way, Loma just looked incredible in that fight, and you have all these other channels out there praising him, which I like that. I like that the other channels out there are giving him the respect that he deserves, right? They're actually doing the right thing. I haven't really heard any channels badmouth them, except now I have heard a couple, they immediately have to like bring up other names, that they think will, beat them. Like this Indongo. Okay, look, I watched I'm not trying to get sidetracked here, but I watched Ricky Burns in the Indongo fight, and I was not impressed with Indongo. Sorry, not impressed. Especially, just go watch round 1. You watch round 1, it looked like a guy's like first day on the job. He was like throwing these huge haymakers, like tripping over his own feet. He did not look good at all. So, go back and watch round 1 of Ricky Burns and Ndongo, and now everyone's talking about a potential Crawford, Crawford and Ndongo, and I'm like, dude, Crawford will butcher him, and he really will. So, but just go check it out if you want to see for yourself. So I'm not impressed with this kid Ndongo, to tell you the truth. But anyway, getting back to Loma and Mikey Garcia. Okay, look, CBS interviewed both guys before the fight, right? And they were talking, and basically they have 2 common opponents, and again, I don't mean to repeat myself, but in case you guys don't know, they have Salido and Roman Martinez, and basically Garcia's like, well, you lost against Salido, I beat him, right? And then, Loma's like, yeah, but, I looked fucking incredible against against Roman Martinez. So they do have the 2 common opponents. So these 2 guys will meet up in the ring. It's going to happen. Just when is the question. So I'm looking forward to it. Now one thing I kind of thought about, and actually I heard it in another video also, was with Mikey Garcia. We know Loma, he fights for Top Rank, right? So I wonder, will Bob Arum, is he going to have any kind of resentment, and try to like hold up the fight, because, like Mikey Garcia left Top Rank and now Loma is with Top Rank. So I kind of wonder, well, I wonder if Bob Arum's going to, hold that up. And then right here, look, Freddie Roach recently put out a interview. He's saying that he said, I like at Jeff Horn, which, okay, whatever, fight to get Manny ready for Mikey Garcia. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like, of course he's going to say that, like, but does Pacquiao really need an acclamation fight? I mean, what is he talking about right there? I don't get that. He's like, to get him ready for Mikey Garcia. Like, if he was like moving down in weight to fight Jeff Horn, I could get that. If Freddie Roach is like, yeah, well, I like the Jeff Horn because we're moving down to 140. I don't understand what he means by that. Like, I mean, Pacquiao, he doesn't need a tune-up fight or an acclamation fight, especially for Mikey Garcia. I mean, I like Garcia, but I don't know. I think Pacquiao beats him. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. I mean, the tension is really heating up between these 2, and I think, eventually we're gonna get it. I think probably, I mean, maybe this year, I don't know. Maybe next year, who knows? But now we know that Loma did say that if he won against Sosa, he would move up. He would move up to lightweight, to 135. So there's a lot of potential there at 135. He could definitely take on Garcia. There's Garcia right there doing a meet and greet. And then, of course, get up to that 100 or light welterweight division, and maybe a Terence Crawford. But I think Terence Crawford needs to move his ass up, right? I mean, I'm tired of seeing this dude. Look, I mean, he knows we don't need to see Terence Crawford at light welterweight anymore. So, I think Terence Crawford needs to move. All these guys just need to move up. They need to basically. All the top 10s, they need to align themselves. They call it the landscape in boxing, right? They need to change up the landscape. A couple of these guys need to make moves, right? I mean, especially, look, if you want to be a global icon, you want to be the next Mayweather, Pacquiao, whatever, you got to make moves. I mean, look at all the greats. They all move up, down, catch weights, whatever. You can't just, grow stagnant in your own division, okay? And like Gennady Golovkin, I mean, prime example, which, by the way, my next video is kind of an open mic, kind of just off the top of my head thing about Gennady Golovkin. And then I'm going to do a, I don't know, maybe like a top 10 reasons I think Chavez beats Canelo, and then I'll respond to that Q&A we did the other day. So anyway, I'm just rattling off here. I just wanted to make a quick video about Loma and Mikey Garcia. Like I said, I really think these 2 guys are going to, step in the ring together probably within, I mean, I'd say, looking, or at the most, I'd say a year, but I'm thinking, like, not their next fight, but, maybe Lomachenko will want a tune-up fight, or a real acclamation fight at lightweight, 135, and then possibly, maybe, towards the end of the year or early next year. So I'm hoping towards the end of the year, that'd be great. So, or what would really be great is if, Lomachenko just said, like, screw it, let's just move up and do it now. I mean, that would be great, you know, because he did say, you know, he's going to move up, right? So there you go. You got the top two guys in the division, Loma and Mikey Garcia. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, leave your comment below. I appreciate all the support. You know, you guys have been giving. The channel's growing at an incredible rate. You know, and we're going to take over YouTube.